Hello and welcome to We Create. I'm Seb Cox and I'm making my way over to Seaford to meet an artist who paints with glow-in-the-dark paint.
Hello.
This artist is Bet Fowler, an old friend of mine that I met back in college. Since then, we've been making films together, but in her spare time, she creates her own work.
I keep making things and then giving them away.
Oh, wow. So are these your sketches here that you just sort of work on from time to time?
I did them mostly in school, so 2009, 10 to 13. I never finished it.
No?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I got distracted. Most of my stuff never gets finished.
Yeah.
Like this. I think these are supposed to be more fully formed, but painting I am very new to. Such a space nerd. But it's nice that it's something that inspires me. Before we went to college, I always struggled, I thought I was a creative person, but I always struggled with sort of letting that out. I just didn't know how, in a way. You have to be passionate about it, or you'll quickly tire of it.
Yeah.
And you won't enjoy it. And what's the point if you don't enjoy it? Well, I really like exploring different mediums. So at the moment, because I've just finished my film degree, I need a bit of a detox from film. I sort of let my fascination with history bleed into my films. And then now I'm more and more embracing my nerdy science roots.
Yeah.
And using that. And I love it. Because I can't work on a project that I'm not passionate about. The reason I rarely ever finish anything is because as soon as I become dissatisfied with it, I just give up, which is not good. So most of my drawings never get finished. I find them actually a lot more frustrating. I spend more time rubbing out than actually drawing, whereas...
Because you have the option of...
Yeah, but with painting you just paint over it, which I quite like. I really like the idea of illustration, because I guess it's a filmmaker thing, so you read a really good story and you want to bring those images in your head to life. And so whenever I need a break from filmmaking, I like the idea of illustration. Because it's like the same thing, but not. I'm just trying to plan all the layers that will eventually go on top of this. So it's going to be either a reddish nebula or a protostar. So either way, there'll be stars, one layer of just white stars, and then probably some glowy stars as well. Because the interesting thing about nebulas is there's areas of light, but so it's against a dark background, there's light areas, but then in front of that there's like dark clouds.
That's right.
So there's so many different layers there. So this isn't for anyone in particular, this one. This will be the start of my eventual exhibition. You might see this in a gallery one day. Just a tiny gallery in Seaford, not a big gallery. I mean, even that is amazing for me, because I never thought, when I was at school I wanted to be an actress, and then I was too tired to be an actress, so I thought, I'll try filmmaking at college. Never at any point did I think of really taking art seriously, so I'm all about experimenting. I don't know how I'd feel about the pressure to, got to make this one really good because someone's paying. This one has to be finished in a few days. And I don't know how I'd feel about that. I've watched other artists do it, and when I tried to do what they do, and it didn't work, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it my own way. Oh, it's actually, the spread pattern's quite good today. Now, I should do some glowy ones. What colour, Seb? What colour stars should we have? Is it on my face yet?
You got a little bit on your face, yeah.
Always gets on my face. Hey, that's actually looking quite good today. I am pleased. I'll do some in the sea, even though the sea is going to be super ripply. Okay, I'm just going to make the moon glow. Handy thing about glow-in-the-dark paint is once you paint it onto something else, it goes translucent because the consistency is different. And I haven't used this paint before, so I'm not sure how bright it is. I might need a few layers. I'm also not sure what colour it glows. It's just called phosphorescent. That's not colour, is it? So before the other day, I'd never even done clouds this style before.
Yeah.
So this was a lot of
experimentation.
Yeah, it was a lot of experimentation going on. Inspired by quotes, either really poignant quotes from films or TV or from music. I love words. When I was talking to my pen pal the other day, she asked like what's on my reading list for the summer. I was just reading off all of the books. It was like all the biology, history, mythology, sciencey books, and then all of the fiction books I've got to read as well. And I'm like, wow, this list of books actually really sums me up. Just remembering a load of paintings I started last year and never finished. That was when I started with watercolour, but then I wanted to start doing these spacey ones, and I couldn't figure out how to do that with watercolour, because you'd have to do the coloured bits and then the black. But then that wouldn't work. See, I haven't figured it out yet. Maybe I'll figure it out someday. I'm all about words. Poetry. I should read more poetry. I'm glad you can't see what I'm doing right now.
It's too uniform. Why is it all blue over here? You know, why can't one of these puffy bits be white?
Yeah, maybe. It's getting there, maybe. Good advice my mum always gives me is know when to stop with these things, because you will ruin it. Oh no, look, this is on there. This is a glow-in-the-dark one, so the Milky Way glowed. But this is one of my favourites. I think this might have been my first experiment with watercolour paint. This is very much sums me up, this bookcase. Celtic myths and legends, Sherlock Holmes, fairy tales, ancient Greek stuff. I didn't used to read when I was a kid. Now I do. I used to want to act, and now I like to make more, so like make films, or I think I'm an artist, because always that's when I'm happiest.
It's not the outcome of the product, it is the doing of the product.
Yeah, it is, because even with the film I just worked on, I was producing, so I did a lot of organising, but when I was happiest was definitely when I was making props and dressing the set and deciding how it would look. I'm something of a scientist, but also an artist. But I'm like an artistic scientist, or a scientific artist. Scientific artist, I like that.
So that was our afternoon with Bet Fowler, showing that to be a creative isn't the completion of the work, it is the process of doing it.